people are making a decision about purchasing, preparing or consuming a particular food and beverage, there are a whole bunch of drivers and influences that shape how they do that. Those influences are only in a small part affected by the above-the-line activity, the brand activity. Public relations has a huge role in supporting consumers in knowing what to consume, what quantities, what's in products, and how they can enjoy it as part of a healthy, balanced diet.
Well, I think consumers really need to trust, as particularly in terms of food and beverage, trust what they're feeding their families. And for us, we've looked into that with our Acumen Edelman Trust Barometer, which has been going globally for 16 years now across 29 countries. For the first time this year, we looked into New Zealand research, and what we found was really quite fascinating, that actually Kiwis are a cynical bunch. We don't trust what our institutions tell us, what non-government organisations, government, business and media, particularly media, is low when it comes to trust. So that's a real challenge for us as an industry to engage with consumers in a way that helps to build trust and help them feel like they're making the right decisions for them and their families.
There's a plethora of information sources on food and nutrition, but what we do know is the media has a huge influence on people's decision making around food, and in fact an International Food Information Council survey showed that many people change their food purchase and consumption behaviour because of what they've heard in the media. So we need to have a role in ensuring that the information delivered through media is scientifically valid and that it is giving useful, applicable messages that consumers can put into practice in their daily lives. The difficulty is that in today's environment, an expert can be a fully appropriate credentialed professional or academic, but it may also be someone who has adopted a particular area of interest and become a prolific blogger, Facebooker, or even media commentator on, and by virtue of that they become experts on a subject that in fact they're not experts on.
There's so much information. There's fads here and there. 1 minute fat's the enemy, then sugar is the enemy, and what am I to do as a consumer? It's really difficult to judge, even if you're an informed individual. So I think there's a responsibility on everyone for industry to be open and transparent about what they are funding in terms of research and what those sources are, but also for media to make sure that they're putting forward opinion in the right way, and that it's informed opinion based up by scientific fact, not by fads and hearsay.
There's a massive lack of understanding around how food is manufactured and prepared, and because we use words like processed and additives and preservatives, people have a sense of food that perhaps isn't as good for us as it should be. In fact, the New Zealand consumer enjoys one of the best food supplies in the world, and if we want to have more trust, then we need to help people understand how we operate as a business, how we produce that food in a way that delivers a food to someone that they can, confidently, happily serve to their family and that they feel really good about.